Okay, let's start creating that particular section. So let's go to themes once again, and let's edit the code, and let's create a section, and that section I'll name it as collections tabs page, something like that. Collections tab. Okay, so in this I'll name it as collection tabs. So collection tabs. So I'm not copying anything now, and I'll just try to create it from scratch, presets, because if there is a custom requirement, then we can actually create a name would be collection tabs and let's see, it's collection tabs. Okay, and let's see if I am able to see the collection tabs. So I'm making a section which can be implemented in any page, either home page, either any page. So we have that collection content, collapsible content, but collection tab. So we have this collection tabs coming up. Now what we need here is we need something. So let's go to the documentation of Shopify, and let's see how we can work with the collections. So under architecture, we have this architecture sections. How do we get collections? So let's see templates, and we get a collection. How do we get a collection? So that's in my previous that's already discussed in my previous videos, but if you want, you can actually see my previous videos. Okay, so I am using this paginate collection dot products by 20. So let's see what we get with this here. All right, so we get a product dot title. Let's save it, and let's check it in the shops page, and that's the shop page. This is the shop page. So it says products is not paginable. Let's not paginate. Okay, so collection dot product. So paginate, we are not paginating collection, so let's remove the pagination, and let's see what we get over here. Okay, so we don't get anything. Why? Because we didn't define which collection. So for example, I defined collection all would show all the products, right? So we get all the products with that. So let's see how we get all the products from the collection. So collection list collection. So I don't need to list collections, but I need to get the collection all. Okay, so we have these collections, these products. These are the product titles. So if you can see, I can even actually use a card over here. How can I use the card? Because see, if because see, I have to use the thing which is provided by Shopify itself. So let's use the thing which we have with Shopify. So uh, I need to use the uh, product card. So let's see how we can get the collections. So when we have this collections list, let's see the collection list cause the card collection, but not so I need the product list. So main collection product grid. Okay, that's the one. So we don't need the facets, we need this one. Okay, the card product. So what is this rendering the card product? It will render a single product. Okay, it will render a single product based upon this. So let's put this in our collection tab, and now I'll render this thing, and I will disregard all other steps over here and just make sure that we have this product, because this product variable is being got from over here. So it goes to a card product, it renders the card product, and then when it renders the card product, so let's go to the card product. So it will open up this card product and get all the details from over here. So that's the whole process. So let's see how it works. So we have this, and we see the card product price, etc., but they're not in just like other steps. So we have to put them in this UL grid, and we'll use this for that. So collection list, so UL is outside because it's, and inside would be we'll have to close this UL, and then we'll have to get the li would be a single element, and then I'll have to close the li. So let's remove every so section.settings.column desktop. So we'll define these settings inside in here. So section.settings etc. would be defined over here. So don't worry about that. So we'll put let's put everything which is here. So we have this everything. So under settings we'll put everything. So is it section.settings? Yes, we have this. Over here, we'll copy this and put it under settings, so that we can actually work on that part. But yes, let's see, we have things coming up pretty good. Okay, so we have things going pretty good. Okay, so now what's next? So let's check the collection tabs. We might have we'll get some settings over here. All right, so we get some settings over here, and we can define the range of products which we can define. For example, I'll define it to products per page. So number of columns on desktop. So we have, so this is actually more customizable now, right? So yes, we are using the Shopify documentation only, and now we created a small section, but it is still not complete. So let's format this liquid, and I'll just enter and then format liquid, and it should be all okay now, and save it. And now things would be formatted properly, because formatting is important, and still things are going good. Now what we need is, we need blocks in this tabs. All right, now the blocks would be different blocks, so uh, that we can put in here, and those would be those would be the one which would be creating the sections. All right, so let's do that as well. All right, so let's create those sections first. So let's create the blocks. In the blocks, what I would like to do is, let's create blocks. That would be blocks, and in the blocks I would include, like, let's let's include the blocks. So in the blocks, I need, probably, let's try to use the one which we have in the steps. So the blocks which we use in the steps, because so okay, basically we'll not use this thing. So we need a schema for a collection. Okay, so we'll select the type, name, and settings. That's what we need. So we need the type would be so just ensure that you write it correct. Type would be collection. Type would be collection. Okay, and then name would be collection. Okay, and then there would be settings, and under settings we'll have something. All right, so under settings we will have a type of collection. So collection, and in order to show the collection, is there a default thing? So type collection, and then we'll have a ID for that collection. So collection, and then we'll have a label that should be select collection. Select collection, right? And we will have nothing else, I think. So we're okay with this. So settings, we have settings. This is okay, this is okay. Settings, we remove the comma, and yeah. Let's see if we can select the collection if we have the blocks inserted there. Right, add collections. So let's add collection. So one collection is this, and we can select the collection. For example, I select this collection, and we have this collection over here, and then I add another collection, which is this collection, and then we have this collection, and then we have this collection. We select this collection, and then we have this collection. We can select this collection. Okay, so these are the 4 collections which we have. Now what we need to do next, so I have everything created. Now In this, what we need to do is we'll have to create a for double for loop. So it would be a for, again, percentage for block in section dot blocks, and then we will so it would be just outside this, not here but outside this, because we are going to repeat this percentage. It should be percentage and for, and now we have to get block value. So block dot id, block dot id, I think so, yes. Let's see, block dot settings dot id, settings dot id. So let's see what we get. We'll get 4 repeated stuffs over here because we added 4 times. All right, so that's working fine. We have this block id, but where is the block id? I don't see the block id. So block, because so block dot settings dot what is the value over here. So we get the value as collection. That's the collection, and this is okay with me. Yes, if it is sticks, for example, if I create a collection, so now instead of this all, we'll have to iterate over to this so we will do one thing. So instead of collection this, we will do one thing. We will assign percentage assign so get collections, so get collection equal to block dot settings dot collection. So this is this collection, so it is being used, and now we can use this, and it should be under this, I guess. I'm not sure, but let's see. Okay, no, so get collections would be collections. So we'll also assign percentage assign collection call list equal to collections dot get collection dot products. Okay, and are we using this get collection? Is assigned a value but never used. So get collection, is it used? No, it's not used. So I think so we are not using it properly. We'll have to use them properly. So let's see how we can use them properly over here, because we need the dynamic value over here. All right, so we do not need this collections dot get collections, something like that coming up over here. So we have this collections dot let us see. So I'm not still sure about this, but let's see how it works, how it looks. So collections block.setting.collection, we have this get collections over here. Am I using it over here properly? And let's see if we are using it correctly. We are using it correctly or not. So get collections. So unexpected expected ID but found open square. Okay, so let's see get collection is working or not. So let's see, nothing is working over here, so we'll have to fix this thing. So let's fix that. So in order to do that, I did something. So I assigned this block.settings.connection collection, whatever we got over here, and then I assigned it to call items. Like I did something which gets the product. So in this now, in this for loop, I am calling this call items. Call items is basically the collections which we want to trigger or show. All right, so that's how it's looking now, and I think so it's working fine, perfectly fine. And we can get even the collection name. So so if we want, we can get the collection title. So block dot settings dot collection. For that, so yeah, we can get the collection for that. So skin doesn't have any products, but yeah, I think so it's working fine. So I think so things are working good, and whatever collection we want to show, the skin doesn't have any collection, so it's not showing the collection. So I believe it's a win-win situation for me. So the hair has the makeup doesn't have any collection, so let's remove that. And even the sticks doesn't have any collection, so products, so I'll remove that as well. So the skin and the hair are the ones which we need to iterate. So now we will do one thing. We'll also put we'll create a for loop, a for block over here, which would do one thing, which would so inside of this, so it should be inside of this one, so that every time we get this for loop, so I'll just percentage and for, and get the, so I'll name it as block inner. We can name it anything, so that the name is not remixed. So block inner dot settings dot what we need is collection dot title, right? So let's see what we get. So we have this whole thing coming up. All right, perfect. So now we will put it over here, because this is what I want. I want every single product to show these collections, so whatever I have selected. All right, now in this also I'll put a loop. I'll put a loop which is under ul. So ul, sorry, it's not u but ul, and I'll close this, and this should be under li, which I will, so this, okay. So we have this thing. So whenever uh, I click on this, I get to this id. So I'll have to define the id also over here. So what I'll do is I will uh, assign the id of this particular product. So for example, I'll add a div over here, a div, empty div, which would be id, and I'll get the id from block.settings.collection, and I'll name it as call id, call underscore id, and I'll put the dynamic value over here. All right, so I'll put some JavaScript also, maybe JavaScript or something like that, so that whenever I click over, so I have this now. So I have this hair ID, and this is skin ID. So whenever I click on this, I get to this ID, and whenever I click to maybe skin, then I go scroll down to skin ID. So for that we will have to put a href equal to, and that would be hash would denote the id, and let's put this hash, and let's do it, so it should be hash call id, and it should be block inner settings dot collection. Okay, so now we have, okay, so let's go to shop, and now if I click on hair, it goes to hair call id hair, and if I click on skin, it goes to skin. Okay, that's good, but it's not moving the cursor. So I need to put that smooth scroll thing, which I'll do actually. So but it's working the way I want. So on hair it goes to hair, and on like, it's working the way I want. Okay, so I'll just remove anything which is extra. So let's see, maybe so like this. So no, not like this, but let's see. Okay, it goes like this. Okay, so I don't want like this. It should be to the exact page, and let's put smooth scroll, smooth scroll a anchor. and yeah, smooth scrolling effect. Okay, what is this? Not smooth. Okay, yeah. But I think so I need to even add this. No, I don't need to add this. uh, so it's not scrolling to that part, so I need to ensure that. So I want it this way. Okay, so uh like this it is working. Okay, so let's see what it is. Yeah, it's the same thing which we are doing, but it's actually, so let's refresh this. Here we have here skin. Are we going to the skin id equal to cold here? So I think so something is wrong with what we are doing, but mm, click scroll. So I'll try to fix it, but yeah, the major part of it is done. The major part of what we require is done. We can customize it to the look we want. All right, so that's the other thing. So what we'll do. So okay, instead of ul, maybe I'll just use a div, not ul. I'll use a div and close a div, and instead of li, I'll just use this, just to see what happens when I do this. So we have cold here. Let's see. Okay, we have cold hair over here, and we have cold skin over there. So these two are good. But I still need them to scroll. All right. So I'll add a smooth scrolling behavior, maybe. So it's display none. So I'll add an NBSP, probably. That's why it's not working. And NBSP and display none, because that's why it might not be scrolling. Yeah, now it's working. Perfect. So now it's working the way we want. Right. So yeah, perfect. We can design it now to the way the client needs it. Right. So that is being figured out. So we will design it, and uh, let's do the designing part now.